This motorcycle ride forms a scenic loop through the heart of Colorado's Rocky Mountains, covering approximately 250 to 300 miles depending on detours and stops. Starting in Gunnison and ending in Leadville, the route emphasizes high mountain passes, twisty roads, river valleys, and charming towns. It's ideal for experienced riders, with a mix of paved highways and potentially gravel sections, notably on Catherine Store Road over the western Cottonwood Pass. Expect elevations over 12,000 feet, sharp curves, wildlife, and stunning alpine vistas. The ride could take 6 to 8 hours without stops, but plan a full day or more to enjoy the sights. Roads like Cottonwood Pass and Independence Pass are seasonal, typically open from late May to early November. We begin our adventure in Gunnison, a historic ranching town at about 7,700 feet elevation, known for its Western State Colorado University and proximity to Blue Mesa Reservoir. From Gunnison, heading north on CO 135 toward Crested Butte for about 10 miles, then turn east onto County Road 742, also known as Taylor Canyon Road, toward Taylor Park Reservoir. This initial stretch winds through narrow canyons along the Taylor River, popular for fly fishing and rafting. The road is paved but features tight turns and occasional rockfall. Keep an eye out for bighorn sheep. After about 20 miles, you'll reach Taylor Park Reservoir, a stunning alpine lake surrounded by peaks of the Sawatch Range. It's a prime spot for a quick photo stop or picnic, with campgrounds and off-road trails nearby for adventure riders. From here, the road transitions to County Road 209-306 and climbs steeply toward Cottonwood Pass. The Taylor Park Dam was built in 1937 as part of the Uncompahgre Project, a federal reclamation effort to manage water for irrigation and agriculture in the Gunnison River Basin. The dam, a 206-foot-high earth-filled structure, created the reservoir by impounding the Taylor River, a tributary of the Gunnison River. It was designed to store water for downstream farming in the arid Uncompahgre Valley, particularly around Montrose. Since its creation, the reservoir has become a recreational hub, drawing anglers, boaters, campers, and off-road enthusiasts. Its proximity to Cottonwood Pass and the Collegiate Peaks Wilderness has made it a gateway for alpine adventures. The iconic Cottonwood Pass, fully paved since 2019, crests at 12,126 feet on the Continental Divide, making it one of Colorado's highest paved roads. The 20-mile section from Taylor Park to Buena Vista is a motorcyclist's dream. Sweeping curves, hairpin switchbacks, and panoramic views of snow-capped peaks, wildflower meadows in summer, and aspen groves that turn golden in fall. The east side descends more gradually through pine forests. No services on the pass, so fuel up in Gunnison. It's less crowded than other passes, but can have high winds and sudden weather changes. Elevation gain leads to cooler temps, often 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit drop. Points of interest include Cottonwood Lake, a short detour south of the summit for hiking or fishing, and viewpoints of the Collegiate Peaks Wilderness, home to several 14,000-foot mountains like Mount Yale. The Sawatch Range dominates the views from Cottonwood Pass, as the pass itself lies within this range. Known as one of Colorado's highest and most rugged ranges, it contains 15 of the state's 58 14ers. Peaks over 14,000 feet. Mount Yale, 14,196 feet, is prominent to the northeast, part of the Collegiate Peaks, recognizable by its broad, pyramid-like shape. Mount Princeton, 14,197 feet, is visible to the east, with its distinctive rocky slopes, especially striking from the eastern descent toward Buena Vista. Mount Harvard, 14,420 feet, and Mount Columbia, 14,073 feet. Collegiate peaks appear to the northeast, often seen together in the rugged skyline. As we descend toward Buena Vista, a charming mountain town in Chaffee County, Colorado, situated at approximately 8,000 feet elevation along the Arkansas River in the upper Arkansas River Valley. Nestled against the dramatic backdrop of the Sawatch Range and Collegiate Peaks, including 14ers like Mount Princeton and Mount Yale, Buena Vista is a hub for outdoor adventure, rich in history, and known for its small-town vibe. As a key stop on your motorcycle ride from Gunnison over Cottonwood Pass is an ideal place to pause for coffee at Brown Dog Coffee Company and soak in the scenery and culture. This local favorite, roasting beans on site for over 20 years, offers fresh brewed coffee, espresso drinks, teas, homemade pastries, and light lunches like sandwiches or salads. Grab an outdoor seat for views of the river and mountains. It's pet friendly and has free Wi-Fi. From Buena Vista, head north on US 24, Main Street, following the Arkansas River Valley. This 30-mile stretch is mostly straight and open, which is why we didn't show it, with gentle curves through ranchlands and views of Sawatch Range, including Mount Elbert, Colorado's highest peak at 14,440 feet. Pass through Granite, a tiny historic mining town, then reach Twin Lakes, a pair of glacial lakes at 9,200 feet with a historic village, old hotel and schoolhouse. Detour to the Interlocking Trail for a short hike to ruins of a 19th century resort. At Twin Lakes, turn west onto CO 82 toward Independence Pass. The road narrows and twists upward through Aspen forest and rocky outcrops. Independence Pass crests at 12,095 feet on the Continental Divide. This is Colorado's second highest paved pass and a bucket list ride for motorcyclists. The 40-mile route from Twin Lakes to Aspen features narrow lanes, one lane in spots, steep drop-offs, and over 100 curves, hairpins, S-bends, and sweepers that demand focus. Pavement is good, but watch for potholes and gravel. Views include alpine tundra, wildflowers, and the Roaring Fork River headwaters. It's often called iconic for its dramatic scenery and history as a mining route. Some points of interest on this ride are the Independence ghost town at milepost 58, where you can see the ruins of an 1880s mining camp. The grottos at milepost 51 has ice caves, waterfalls, and bizarre rock formations, a short, easy trail from a road. And of course the summit overlook, where we pulled over to take a picture at the Continental Divide sign. Descending the west side is steeper with more curves, dropping into Aspen, a world-famous ski town. Aspen is one of those rare mountain towns that blends rugged Rocky Mountain beauty with world-class luxury. Nestled in the Roaring Fork Valley, it sits beneath the towering Elk Mountains, including the famous Maroon Bells, two of the most photographed peaks in North America. Aspen is often described as where the wilderness meets sophistication. You can enjoy a high-altitude hike in the morning, sip craft coffee or a fine cocktail in the afternoon, and end the day at a 5-star restaurant, yet always with stunning mountain views just beyond the streets. Continue west on CO 82 through Aspen, paralleling the Roaring Fork River. This 30-mile paved section of Carbondale is smoother and less intense, with rolling hills, ranches, and views of Mount Sopris, 12,965 feet. Pass through Basalt at the confluence of the Frying Pan and Roaring Fork Rivers, a laid-back town with fly fishing fame. Stop at the Basalt Historic District or the Rio Grande Trail, a 42-mile paved path for a quick side ride. In Carbondale, 6,200 feet, a vibrant arts community with breweries and the Crystal River, we turn north onto Catherine Store Road, County Road 100. This transitions to a gravel/dirt road climbing over the western Cottonwood Pass, another one, not to be confused with the earlier one in this video. At about 20 miles and peaking around 9,500 feet, it's a rugged, forested route through Aspen and Pine, with switchbacks and potential washouts, suitable for adventure bikes but doable on street bikes with caution. Check conditions. It's used as an I-70 detour, scenic and remote, with views of the Roaring Fork Valley and wildlife like bears or eagles. No services, so carry water. Descend into Gypsum, 6,300 feet, a growing town known for gypsum mining and outdoor rec like mountain biking at Gypsum Ponds. From Gypsum, hop east on I-70 for about 30 miles. This interstate stretch is fast and scenic through the Eagle River Valley, with mountain backdrops and tunnels. Exit at Minturn onto US 24 South. This 25-mile climb winds through the Eagle River Canyon, past Battle Mountain, and the mining town of Red Cliff, historic bridges, and the Mangold Saloon. Climb over Tennessee Pass, 10,424 feet, the site of old railroad tunnels and the 10th Mountain Division Memorial, honoring World War II ski troops trained at nearby Camp Hale. The road is paved, curvy, and ascends through forests with views of the Holy Cross Wilderness. Leadville, perched at 10,150 feet in Lake County, is North America's highest incorporated city. Nestled in a high alpine valley surrounded by the towering Sawatch Range, including Colorado's highest peaks like Mount Elbert, 14,440 feet, and Mount Massive, 14,421 feet. Leadville is a vibrant blend of rugged mining history, outdoor adventure, and small-town charm. Its historic downtown, lined with Victorian buildings, and its proximity to stunning natural landmarks make it a perfect endpoint for our ride. Leadville sits in a broad, windswept valley at the headwaters of the Arkansas River, framed by the Sawatch Range to the west and the Mosquito Range to the east. Its high elevation brings crisp air, sunny days, even in winter, and dramatic views of snow-capped 14ers. Summer highs at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, while winters drop to the teens with heavy snow. Aspen groves and alpine meadows add seasonal color, especially in fall. Thanks for joining us on an epic Colorado motorcycle ride, starting in Gunnison, climbing over the stunning Cottonwood Pass, and from there, we tackled the legendary Independence Pass on Highway 82, dropping into the heart of Aspen before cruising through the roaring Fork Valley. We cut north on Catherine Store Road to Gypsum, rode east on I-70 through the dramatic Glenwood Canyon, and finished the journey south on US 24 in historic Leadville, the highest incorporated city in North America. We had 2 Continental Divide crossings, breathtaking alpine scenery, and some of the most iconic roads in Colorado. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next adventure. We'll see you on the next ride.